And we are destroyed because we don't see ourselves as the nation of Israel. We see ourselves as black, as Latino, as native, right? My sister's right here. How y'all doing today? Where y'all from?
Kenya.
Kenya. You're from Kenya. Okay, so how did we get here? You say you're from Kenya. What happened? The transatlantic slave trade is the same reason why I'm here today and my brothers are here today, right? Did you know that that was in the Bible? Did you know that? Yeah. Here, let me show you real quick before you go. Watch this. Deuteronomy 28. Watch this. The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 68. It's for you too, my brother. Come on. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again. It says that the Lord will bring us into Egypt again. Egypt here in Deuteronomy 28 and 68 is talking about slavery. Slavery, bondage, captivity. This right here, to be exact. This, right? Come on. Again, with ships. You see that? It says ships there. It says ships. No other time on this planet that this major atrocity happened to our people but during the what? Transatlantic slave trade, right? Sub-Saharan slave trade, right? When we were scattered around the entire planet. Right? By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again. And there you shall be sold unto your enemies. And there you shall be sold unto your enemies. So our forefathers, our foremothers were all sold unto our enemies, which what? Which brought upon what? And now we're here today. Are we out of slavery? No, by far. We're not, right? But look what the Bible is saying. Watch this. And there you shall be sold unto your enemies for bondman and bondwoman, and no man shall buy you. So the man and the woman was in slavery together. But nowadays, we, like me and you, right? Let's just say I was your husband, correct? Let's just say that. Me and you were in slavery together. But nowadays, me and you act like we weren't in slavery together. Now, our women like to be independent, right? And the men are caught up in all types of foolishness, not wanting to take care of their families, right? There's a separation. But in the 20s and the 30s and the 40s, our marriage percentages was high, 80%, 90%. But it started to go down as the white man started to create more laws, right? Women's right move, what's it called? Women's rights movement, right? They gave us some gift that destroyed our heart, civil rights, so-called, right? These type of things started to separate us. Welfare separated us because now the government's paying you because you're single with kids, which now takes the man out of the household. You understand these things was happening here, but what was happening in Kenya in the 60s and in the 70s? The same thing. And our people still being shipped over to Spain, shipped over to Europe, right? And it was just an ongoing cycle that still happens today, but they just don't report it, right? On live stream, on media today, right? Come on. And no man shall buy you. Why? Because the entire nation of Israel went into captivity. The blacks, Latinos, and natives, right? American blacks, West Indies, Haitians, Puerto Ricans, Cubans, Dominicans, right? On down. Mexicans, Central Americans, South Americans, right? We're all the same people. And those scattered abroad, right? From Africa, from Japan, from China, Australia even, you know, from Germany, from London, right? All over the place we've been scattered. And I can show you that. Watch this. Verse 64. Verse 64, and the Lord shall scatter thee among all people. You see that? But the Lord allowed us to be scattered. Why? Do you know why we were scattered? Verse 15, I'm going to show you. Read. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God. So, why do you think we were scattered? Because it happened, right? It obviously happened. We went on slave ship. Why do you think? You don't know. I'm going to show you it's because we broke our God's commandments. And we serve everybody else's God. Right? We even serve the God of his forefathers. Right? Before you go, one more time. Come on. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I commanded thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. You see that? So we broke God's commandments, so curses came upon us, and this happened. All because we broke out of God's commandments and went away from serving our God. Now I wouldn't be walking around with pants on, with underwear on, pretty much, and leggings. Now I wouldn't be walking around independent, being all up in men's faces, not wanting to submit to their husbands, right? Not building up their kids according to Titus 2. You know, these type of things our women fell away from. They fell away from their modesty. They fell away from their nature according to the Bible.
The scriptures say, where there is no vision, the people perish.
Shalom, Israel. This is Bishop Nathaniel. I want you to know that you can view all our Sabbath classes live on IUIC TV. That's right, I said on IUIC TV.
Oh, yeah. Do you know history?
I'm going to show you and prove to you that the Israelites are black, were always black.
That is no time, just move up your body. Don't get loose and groove on the body. Bruise, wine.
Put on the armor, the procedure complete. Me nah go back, nah retreat. All traitors, every Jezebel must get delete. Me no sleep on a demon, me keep a full clip. Conspire me downfall, cause them want see me slip. Stay close to the real ones, we seal off and legit. Cause I gotta use them to keep your soul from the pit. This a war life, I saw the damn thing.
Come on. Verse 64. Verse 64. And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people. What's up, big man? Come on. From one end of the earth, even unto the other. So we were scattered all around the world. Watch this. And there thou shalt serve other gods. And everywhere we were scattered, sis, we serve other gods. We serve other gods. Now, are we supposed to be serving other gods, or are we supposed to only serve one God? One God, right? Okay, what's your, what do you believe in, sis? Oh, yeah, all praises. What do you believe in?
I'm a Christian.
You're a Christian, okay. So is what you believe in have this image or that image? Ah, you see? You see? Hey, the Bible says the truth shall make you free, right? Do you want to be free?
Yes.
You want to be free, right? What about my sister across the street? All praise to the Most High. Watch this. Let me show you the image of Christ, sis. One more thing before you go. I promise I'm going to let you go. I promise. I got to show you this. Revelation. One more thing, I promise. Look at Revelation chapter 1 and verse 14. One more thing, I promise. His head and his hairs were white like wool. So Christ, the image of Christ. Now we're going to go over the image of Christ. Because my sister from Kenya says that she's a Christian. And I asked her, which image does she see in the Christian church? She pointed to the right one. It is what it is. It's around the entire planet. It's just facts, right? But let's see what the Bible says that Christ actually looks like. His head and his hairs were white like wool. So Christ has woolly hair.